All right, we're doing this live thing again. Wait till some folks start coming on. We'll start having conversation. Hopefully some good conversation. Get some blues music rolling.
Tell us the truth.
Now we ready. Now we ready to camp here for a minute. So today, we got that good pot. We're putting them on a board. What's up, yo? How's it going? What part of the world you from? You know, it never gets old. I love the way solder smells. Probably shouldn't be smelling this, but I like it. Like if Febreze made an air freshener that was called smoking solder, I'd be their best customer. What's up from Switzerland? Man, I met a guy the other day from Switzerland, and I would love to go to that country and just tour on the bike. Yo, what's up, buddy? Buddy, holy crab. I'm digging the name. Boom. How much you be sniffing that? Oh man, every day. Used to be a lot worse. I got a little fan next to me. Speaking of that, blow it towards my face, and it blows just hard enough to keep it out of my eyes and whatnot. What's your question? I'm not going to answer that on this channel. All right, we'll say a little bit of both. And that'll be just between me and you. Oh yeah, Texas is cool. This video is AI generated. I am not real. Not real at all. That's great. Every bit of this, just total AI. All my other videos too, just straight AI. I said, AI make a video and boom. My whole channel. You caught me there, guy. Total fake here. That's great. Yeah, I think the AI is overrated. It just makes, when AI does things, they just make the silliest mistakes. Like, they make mistakes that humans absolutely wouldn't make. And the kicker about it, AI's been around for 20 years, you know, and this is as far as it's gotten, publicly anyway. So what do y'all think about AI? Feel free to conversate with me. I live in Mississippi, around the Jackson area. Your pheromone maxing? Well, that's a weird reason to break up with somebody. Oh, you got too many pheromones. I can't be with you. Bye. Just bye. Dodge bullet, man. Find us somebody else. There's my relationship advice. Buy a Harley. There you go. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. If you can't afford a Harley, get a Honda. Best girlfriend ever.
I'm proud that we can make a difference together as a community. Come together for a cause. Get started today at custommake.com.
Yeah, but the old ones aren't. Like the real ones. Let me tell you, if that thing ain't got a carburetor on it, it's not going to be the full Harley experience. Oh yeah, it's hard to get credit going with your score that low. I use credit cards to get mine up. Just get you a credit card and buy gas with it and pay it off. Don't pay it completely off. Pay it off at a certain time. You've got a window. Every month you got a window. You've got when they report and then when they charge you interest. And you pay it off inside of that window. And you need to find out what the dates are for that. Man, it'll shoot your credit through the roof. Oh man, road glides are sweet. I got a Sportster myself. A lot of my friends give me a hard time about it, but I love it. It's my baby. It's an 01 rigid mount motor, 1200. There you go, fella. Hey, if you need a king, there we go. King of the AI. Because apparently I'm not real. All the other programs answer to me. I'm behind the conspiracy. Yeah, that thing ain't got a carburetor on it though, man. Just leave it. Let it sit. If you're going to get something fuel injected, get a Honda. Hands down, just get a Honda. I got a Shadow in my shed that's fuel injected. Wonderful bike. When everything else doesn't run, The shadows got me. Like $7 grand. I think they're 8 now due to inflation. But still, solid bikes. And they get you something you can work on. Something you can put your heart and soul into. Now they get one to ride around with, and then get something you can just work on and pour your heart and soul into. You'll love it. Whoa, it'd be raining outside. What's up? How's it rolling, my guy? Heck yeah. Yeah, if you're going through Texas, depending on where you land. Well, that's good to hear. It's raining here. So, I got some good news for the hashtag Save Kayla the motorcycle. We got the engine gasket kit. Now all we're waiting on is the piston. When we get the piston, we'll be able to go live putting the motor together. And then once the motor's put together, we'll be able to start mocking it up and seeing how we're actually going to move forward. The only thing the frame itself needs, and if you're wondering which bike I'm talking about, the one in the little thumbnail for this video, that's the one I'm talking about. And I did a live, I did a live on it the other day. But we got to get some brake pads, which I'm not too worried about right now. Oh yeah, it's raining there. I bet it rains a lot over in Ireland. Welcome back, fella. But yeah, we got to get some brake pads, and get all that worked out. And man, we'll be rolling. We'll be rolling soon. I don't think it's going to take much to actually get that bike on the road. Once it's rolling and running, then we got to work out, some sort of charging system. I really want to do... Oh, you leaving me? I really want to do some sort of hydrostatic system on it. I've never seen it done. Not on a bike that small, anyway. So anything interesting happened over the pond since we last talked? Yeah, I think it's going to be neat when we get it going. I can imagine. It's kind of like it is around here. We'll get some people shoot each other up every once in a while, but that's about it. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do next. Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to get a YouTube thing going. Adulting is so boring. Or like it can be. The whole go to work, pay bills, and that's your life. It's just the stupidest way to live in my head. Like I can't think of You know, just dumb. Hey, if you find intrinsic value in that, I'm not going to judge you for it. But for me, I want something a little more interesting. Look, I'll be right back. I got to grab some different value pots. I need a 25K and a 50K. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Applying for jobs or avoiding, yeah. Well, I don't hate the system. I really don't. Because there's so much good that the system allows if it's not abused. I just want to be in a different part of the system. Like the part where I make my living having fun. And bringing you guys along with me. And that seems to be what the bigger channels do. They just do fun stuff, you know. I hope so. Well, and there's a lot of content already about, doing mechanical stuff. And it's not so much about teaching you guys how to do it, because I'm figuring it out as I go. And that's pretty much with anything, you engineer. You don't really know what you're doing. You're just figuring it out, solving problems as you go. And I don't see many people doing that on lives. And I don't know, that may be my niche. Beautiful. All that smoky, delicious solder. See, these are the knobs. That's what's on the other side of this. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much stuff out there. I've got a couple of electronic channels I like to watch. I try to stay away from political crap. You don't really know what's true and what ain't. Their goal is real simple. Make you feel right and to divide you against anyone who thinks differently. Which is the most absurd thing to me. Bad Breads and Tiger Belly, are they YouTube channels? I haven't heard of them. I might look them up though. Yeah, I like watching comedy. I've been on a conspiracy theories kick for a little minute now. And I don't mind political comedy as long as they're not up there, you know, making their jokes at the opposition's expense. To me, that's trashy. When the joke is, you're stupid for not agreeing with me, I just lose all interest in that comedian. Now, Childish I'm down with. I love Childish comedians. I used to listen to a lot of, used to be this show on years ago called Bananas, and they were all Christian comedians. And the thing about Christian comedians is they all have to have this moral standard. And so, because of this moral standard, they can't just sump down and start telling potty jokes to make cheap laughs. They really have to be creative. And man, they're off the chain hilarious. Yeah, political comedy's so dull. Pretty much the jokes in political comedy are, anyone who don't believe me is an idiot. And they're just making fun of people. I don't do that. I still might check him out anyway. It's kind of cool listening to blues music during a thunderstorm. They're really talented. And you have to be. Well, and especially considering a lot of them play, you know, they do their shows in churches, for youth groups, for adult groups, and you know, my gosh, you know, I've been in church ministry for years. There's a lot of pressure, and to be funny, to actually tell good jokes inside of a church, it takes a lot of work. You really got to have some good, relatable stuff. I love the guys that talk about family issues, you know, because, I mean, dude, kids are hilarious. And you just don't realize how funny they are in the moment until the moment's over with. Yeah. Yeah, and you take the potty jokes out of the equation. I mean, they really have to know their stuff. Lost them. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to see that. I've got to make a trip over there. I really do. And I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the normal tourist traps either. Like, I want to go over there with somebody that actually is from there. Yo! Well, and so many of my family's from Ireland. You know, I can't remember how many generations back. But, you know, just to see where I come from. And it'd be kind of neat too if I could somehow connect. Maybe I got some cousins or something from, I don't know. If I could somehow connect with maybe some family I had from there. Yeah, I don't want to part of tourist traps. YouTube's all about messing up my music. I think the yeah, I remember you. I think the YouTube algorithm, the AI babysitter, has finally left me alone. Because usually it shows up on my screen that a couple of people are watching that absolutely never comment or anything like that. Shoot, my big fear is if I ever went to Ireland, I may not want to come back. I started about 30 minutes ago. Yeah, that's always the case, isn't it? We all feel like the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. You can get away with more in America. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the cool thing about the States. If you wanna be wealthy, you can do it. I mean, there's lots of obstacles that you have to cross over, but the opportunity's there. And what's cool about here is if there's not much opportunity in an area, you always have the opportunity to create your own opportunity. Whereas, with other countries, there's so much corruption, especially in poorer countries. There's a lot of corruption, and that's why they're poor. Oh yeah, you go somewhere like LA. If you're broke in LA, it's your fault. It's really late. What country are you in? Ah, it's okay. Denmark. I'd love to go to Denmark too. I was actually just reading an article on Denmark the other day. Yesterday. No, not yesterday, this morning. Later. Have sweet dreams. Dream about something cool. Just as you're closing your eyes, just think really cool thoughts. Yeah, and it surprises me, like, some of the most mundane things people can do here actually pay really well. Like one thing that blows my mind is grooming dogs. Why would you pay to have your dog groomed? But if you're rich and you got a lot of money to blow, and you got a nice bougie dog and you don't want to spend the time to take care of it, you can just, here, fix my dog. Like you'll see a lot in the bigger cities you go to, and the more wealth a town has, you'll see more and more stuff like that. Like the silliest things people can do and make a living. Nail salons. Like people literally, they make a living doing fingernails. And it's so obnoxious to me, like how much it costs to get your stupid fingernails done. Yeah, a dog walker. Well, and so many people talk smack about capitalism, but that's what happens. You got people that are motivated to work together. In communist countries, there's no real motivation to work together, other than you're a piece of crap if you don't work together. It's not a motivation. I mean, I'm not selfish by no means, but I'm not going to sit there and grind away at something, put my heart and soul into it, and not get something out of it. And if the opportunity disappears, you know, if I can't move forward in my life by working hard, then why would I work hard? If this didn't pay me, why would I do it? I think it's fun. I could do this as a hobby. I do this as a hobby. I've got quite a few pedals I've built for myself. But you know, I think a great example is the chicken I can go buy from the supermarket. All right, if it wasn't for community, you know, if it wasn't for capitalism and community, I would have to raise that chicken myself. Not that I couldn't do it. I like chickens. Raised them when I was a kid. But that $7 chicken would cost me a whole lot more when you start factoring in the amount of time, the amount of effort, and the cost of the food of raising that thing from a chick to full grown to be edible. Way more than $7. But I can go down to the supermarket and I can buy a full grown chicken that's cooked, seasoned by people who are way more talented than I am for $7. You can't do that without capitalism. And what makes all these people work together? Money. Yeah, nothing's for free. Nothing's for free. I mean, shoot. I had a kid who, for whatever reason nowadays in my area, kids can't get jobs. I think that's the dumbest thing ever. Teenagers having to be 18 to get a freaking job. And technically they can get jobs younger, but nobody's going to hire them. So this kid, he went to the scrapyard, saved up his, you know, did some chores around his house, saved up money, went to the scrapyard, got a lawnmower, and started going door to door. You know, like, hey, can I cut your lawn for 20 bucks? For 30 bucks or 40 bucks? This dude started a freaking business. Man, just to keep me from having to leave this desk, I was more than happy to pay that dude. And he did a good job. Then he wheeled and dealed with me some more. He was like, man, I'll weed eat if you let me use your house as a promotion, because I live on 2 street corners. He's like, man, if you let me use your house as a promo, I'll weed eat for you. Win-win, fella. But without the ability to have that extra $20 to pay him, wouldn't exist. Really hate that it's raining. I was wanting to play around with this 360 camera and do some lives. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I got a steak sitting in my fridge from yesterday. I was only able to eat half of it. Yeah. It's not the best cut of meat. You know, it ain't a ribeye by no means. It's basically I got a brisket, just cut it up into slabs. It's real chewy. And yeah, I could put a little more effort in and make it nicer, but it's a maximum minimal effort kind of thing. You put maximum effort into doing as little effort as possible. One of those meals. Yeah, I wish it was a staple over here. Man, it's like our dogs eat better than we do. When you start looking at the trash, this is what blows my mind. When you start looking at the trash that's in American food,
At Toyota Service Centers, you can count on
it's pathetic.
certified technicians like this guy.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. That's the value you can expect from Toyota. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
With Asana, you can drive clarity and impact at scale. By connecting work and workflows to company-wide goals. Try it for free.
Oh, I bet it is. I bet it's nice and fresh too when you get it. To get fresh meat here, you just about have to raise the cow yourself. And it just makes me sick. Like, you put red dye in it. Why would you do that? And the reason is because people are stupid. They put red dye in it so that way it sells better. Well, and people over here wonder why everybody's overweight. It's not the amount of food that we eat, because I find that, you know, the bigger people are, the less they generally eat. But it's the garbage we have to put in our bodies. Yeah, I wish that's what we had. Local farmers and local butchers. And even that's still questionable because of the feed. And this is what's stupid over here. We have farmers markets. But in order for my oldest stepdaughter, she raises her own chickens. And she gets fresh eggs. And in order for her to sell those eggs at the farmer's market, it has to be approved by the FDA. How freaking stupid is that? The dang chickens eat mostly not drugs. They eat mostly bugs. I bet even y'all's supermarket food's better than ours. Well, and two, that's where capitalism really does take a negative turn. It's when people care more about making money than they do about the customers. If you got to make your money, yeah, that's the best way to get them. Wash them in the frickin' sink. But if you got to make your money at somebody else's expense, it's no good. Yeah, I wish we had that here. Yeah, we do have a lot of variety. Now, when you go a little farther south into Louisiana, man, them jokers can cook. If it pretty much wiggles, they'll cook it and eat it. I bet African food is good. We don't have too much of that here. We have a lot of restaurants that are based off of African American cuisine. And I'm gonna tell you what, them jokers can make some good food. One great example is freaking chitlins. It's the most disgusting smelling thing when they cook it. When chitlins are cooked. But man, they're good. Get some fried chitlins. Shoot. Yeah, soul food's where that's what we call it, soul food. We got one place around here called the Chicken Coop, and it is this little bitty hole in the wall. I mean, just a little shed of a place, and man, alive, that food is good. Oh, that's going to be good. Look, ever since I watched Sons of Anarchy, I've wanted to go check out Belfast. It just looks like a cool town. I wish the United States had history, you know, like Ireland and England and a lot of the European countries do. in this area, the people who lived here before it became America was the old Indians, the Choctaw and the Homochitto. And man, just a lot of their history got wiped out in the 1800s. On my grandparents' land, they had there was a tree that was an ancient Choctaw road marker. What they would do, and a hurricane Katrina knocked the tree over, makes me sick. But what they would do is they would take a sapling and they'd bend it up, they'd bend it over, and then they'd bend it back up again. And that would point in the direction of the trail. I'd love to run around Ireland with a metal detector. See what I can come up with. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. Like this massive Roman era hoard collection. I had a guy with a metal detector come to my house. This house I'm in now is 100 years old. It was built back in 1920, and he found an old mini ball, which is actually, I got it. It's an old Civil War era bullet. Yeah. He found this in my yard. Here's an example of one new. Had that conical shape in the front, and it was a little bit smaller. The outside diameter of this was the same diameter as the inside of the rifling. And what made the mini ball so revolutionary is the powder, when it popped, it would expand this little space out a little bit. Here's one I made. I bought a bullet mold. But it would expand out a little bit and seal, which made those old muskets really fast to load. But yeah, he found that in my yard, and I asked him if there was a battle around here somewhere, and he was like, no. What happened is the veterans of the Civil War, you know, they had all this ammunition and these rifles. They'd take them home and deer hunt with them. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd love to find some medieval era weaponry. Yeah, I'd have to go check all that out. I bet the Vikings were some nasty folks to deal with. What I always thought was cool was the Celts were the one group of people the Romans freaked out about because they would go into battle with no clothes on. Like if you stuck a Celt with a spear, he's going to pull it out and stab you with it, or he'd throw it back. You talk about some psychological warfare. Three more trays. Well, y'all, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back in a little bit.